in this edition of Welcome to My World. Harness racing has always been a part of Judy Couture's life. The Rhode Island native was introduced to the sport by her parents, Wayne and Lorraine Marshall, who inspired Judy's love for horses at a very early age.
My dad worked a full-time job, and we had horses after work. We'd go take care of the horses, jog them, train them, and it was a full day of working. But it was fun. We started young. My brother John, he used to race ponies. And then I think I might have been 6 or 7 years old, and we were taking care of the horses, you know. And then when I got a little older, I started jogging and training them.
Judy's experiences growing up around the racetrack also included being a part of a powder puff race when she was 20 years old.
Well, it was in Brooklyn, Connecticut, and they used to go 2 heats. So my dad told me, he said, I'm gonna let you drive my good mare the first heat. So I did, and the track was like, we were in jog carts, and it was like all turns, sharp turns. The jog cart would slide like 2 feet in the first turn, and then the next turn, the same thing. And I went 1 mile and 2:10 with her out there. We finished second. I got beat right at the wire, and he was upset because I went too fast, because she had to go another heat, you know. And back then, that's as fast as they were going. So she ended up, luckily, she won the second heat. She went in 2:9, and she won. So it was fun.
Although Judy enjoyed the experience, she says she didn't like driving enough to get her license. She directed her talents to grooming and training, and she's also owned horses over the years, including a record-breaking trotter by the name of Feudal Quest. Purchased in January of 2004 for $5,500, the son of Garland Lobel went on to win over $160,000. Feudal Quest and Judy were even featured in an edition of Hoofbeats magazine.
My dad always bought like cheaper horses. He never got real good horses. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna buy him a good horse before something happens. Well, he passed away like a month or 2 before I got him. And luckily the horse went on, he was a champion. He made a lot of money. We raced at Meadowlands, we raced at, he had the 3-year track record at Plain Ridge Racecourse. And we raced him at Rockingham. He was a real nice animal for our family.
Judy spent many years racing horses all over New England and New York, tending to standardbreds on both the pari-mutuel and fair circuits. Then in 2018, she made a move south to Delaware and has worked with Jason and Susan Skinner for the past 5 years and could not be any happier.
I met someone down here. He had horses down at Plain Ridge. So I ended up coming down here with him, and he was working for Kevin Lair. So he had asked Kevin, you know, do you have another job for my girlfriend? And he said, not at the time. Well, then he asked Jason and Susan, and they gave me a job, and I've been here ever since. And I love it. They treat me like family.
Judy is known for taking an enormous amount of pride in her work, and she is dependable. No matter if she's sick, tired, or overwhelmed, the dedicated horsewoman is the first one to the barn each day.
I get here about 6:45 and feed everybody, set up the grain, and then I start turning them all out and then jogging them all. Well, getting them ready to jog. I only jogged a few times, but we get them all ready, Susan and I. It varies. If we're not training, we get out earlier. But if we train, we're here a little later. But I love it here. My favorite part of the day is, though, when I put them away, brush them and do their legs and stuff. Yeah, because I get to, you know, mingle with them all. They just do a lot for me. They're better than people to be around. They really are.
Miss Judy, as she's called in the Skinner stable, is loved by everyone, including her favorite mare, Truth and Liberty, who is not always the easiest to get along with. The sassy 12-year-old pacer is a winner of over $750,000, and a big part of the recipe for this mare's success is no doubt the TLC she gets from Judy on a daily basis.
She's my favorite. I take care of her every day. I've taken care of her for the last 5 years. And she's kind of tough to take care of, you know, she kicks and bites, but she's my favorite. The other day, Roger works here with us, and he took her out of her stall, and I was walking by, and she turned right around to see where I was going, because I usually do everything with her. I bring her out, bring her in, you know. So she knew that that wasn't me. That was getting her out of her stall that day. But she knows. She yells to me when I come in the morning.
At 60 years old, Judy has no intentions of slowing down, and it's given her that much more motivation to continue providing exceptional care to these big athletes, having recently received a Caretaker of the Year award from the United States Harness Writers Association's Delaware Valley chapter.
I was pretty happy. I cried. I thought it was real special that they chose me. It was awesome. I'm in good shape, so. And I think that keeps me in good shape, being around the horses, because I'm always moving. And I like, you know, I like the action of moving as much as I do, you know, and I like being outdoors, and I'm outdoors here, instead of a regular job where you're inside most of the time. And they treat me like I'm family. And probably this is the happiest I've ever been, being at a facility with the horses and the people that I work with. So when I go out of here, I'm happy. I'm never miserable, you know. I'm always in a good mood because I love the horses.